kati eggwanga kiri kyenatandikiddeko ni Museveni ne mukyala we ne muganda we n'omwana sinakulabayo omuzzukulu ali active maybe nawo gye bali emabega eyo
ayi atugamba Museveni nti bw'atunula mu mugigi gw'abazzukulu mwalaba Museveni.
Alright, Uganda ekiri mu State House ya President Museveni Yoweri Kaguta hazze birungi wetwogerera ssaawa zino ne mutabani we General Muhoozi Kainerugaba temulowooza pulaani yaabwe His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi tagiguddemu omukulu wuno Ssemujju Uganda asobodde okubeera nga bikubreakingira byonna mbikuleetedde mu maaso awo Sarete ebyaddala ne mukyala wa Donald Trump yabadde musanyufu nnyo yamuwulidde nga wayo speech. She was very brave era bagambye ono omukyala anytime from now ajja kufuna award. Video nyaga tugiwa obudde naye nga tetunagendayo soko jimpeleka like mumaze subscribing asokolize Ssemujju Uganda tumwe tweyongereyo.
Sinakulabayo omuzzukulu ali active maybe nawo gye bali emabega eyo
ayi atugamba Museveni nti bw'atunula mu mugigi gw'abazzukulu mwalaba Museveni.
Kati awo batutwala process by process era abantu nze bimu ku binnuma ennyo Peter mu Uganda wano Museveni alina kyakirwanye kuba abangambe Makerere mukyala wa Museveni ebimu ennyo byasinga okwenyigiramu kwe kulaba nze nayingire Makerere nga debate zikendeko naye nga zikyaliyo buli kawungeezi ne mugenda ku Freedom Square ne mugenda ku Art Quadrangle ne muwuliza baprofesa Akiki Mujaju, Profesa Nsibambi, bafuna Adula n'abalala n'abavanga ebweru nga mukubaganya ebirowoozo ku Uganda weeri nawe gyeteekwa okulaga Makerere mukyala wa Museveni debate yazigalawo era wangaemu ku misango Kakumba gye yazza baleke bamugobe ku bwa Deputy Vice Chancellor nti yakolagananga nnyo ne ba faculty dean nga baagala komyawo okwekalakaasa mu university egyo gimu ku misango mukyala wa Museveni gye yavuna na Kakumba. Makerere tetekwa kuddamu kubeerayo debate tetekwa kuba mwana we Makerere
teyina kubaayo kwekalakaasa
tebitekwa kubaayo namwe opposition abali mu Uganda. Unfortunately Nigeria we baali balwanagana Ghana we baali balwanagana J Rawlings aba professor ba universities professional bodies civil society banadini bonna baakoleranga mu kubanga banadini bwayimirira ekibuli oba Namirembe oba Erubaga tebamutwala nnyo nga Ssemujju avuganya ayagala ekifo bamutwala ndiye kyayogera akyogedde mutima mulungi ko kusinga ogwa Ssemujju otalo tulimu.
Alright, bino nga tubitedde ku mabbali nkugambye buli omu otamanyi ebyaddala His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi kikyazaako ye yekka wamu n'abalala abamwetoolodde be bamanyi biki byagenda okuzzaako. Olunaku olwaleero naddala bali mu international community bavuddeyo ne beebaza Sarete ne bagamba nti no she gave a well speech era y'omu ku bannayuganda ebyaddala ssaawa zino eno abasobodde okulaga nti n'eggwanga lyabwe balyagala era vidiyo eno njaga tugiwa obudde osooka omuwulirize naye nga tetunagendayo soko owulirize Haji Haruna ina byagamba tumale tuyongereyo.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yenze Haji Haruna omusomi w'edduwa asangibwe Bulumagi ku luguudo lw'Ejjinja nkola ku bintu ebyenjawulo ng'emuli endwadde zitawaanya abantu aba bulijjo nkola ku abo bonna abalina ebizibu mu mukwano bw'oba olina ebizibu mu mukwano jangu gyendi neeyonera nsobole okumalira ensonga nkola ku mikisa egy'emirimu nkola ku abo abaagala okugenda ebweru buntu nk'okozesebwa amajiini okozesebwa saitwani ebyo byonna mbikolako osobola okukozesa ennamba z'olaba ku screen oba okuweereza obubaka ku WhatsApp.
Amongst other things, Dr. Sarete, you gave a beautiful account of your experience. His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, you did a fantastic, phenomenal job. You were calm, you explained what was necessary, you were straight to the point, you used the right amount of time. You know, we are so proud of you even more every day as you do what you do to give Uganda the hope that we need, you know, for a change, possible change into a new government that is for the people and serving the people. We are thankful for your presentation today. We felt all covered. You explained what happened. You also gave them what they could do to help rectify or give Ugandans freedom and human rights freedoms from the funds of the Museveni and the people and whatever they did. So that was wonderful. The reason why Sarete was so important to speak at this event is because she experienced firsthand what happened. And she gave an account. And so Saravirete's account does help express the fact that no one is safe in Uganda. And it doesn't matter whether you have an office, you hold a high office, or whatever the case might be, that you are no exception. But the fact that she was an observer, I don't know if you know her background, that Dr. Sarete is one of the executives, or the ED of Uganda Civic Center for Constitutional Governance. She is also in charge of steering global networks for domestic election monitoring and CCG. So Dr. Sarete is not only poised as a Ugandan to give an account of what happened, but she is the eyes and ears of the rest of the world in documenting how things, unfolded, or how things happened during the election period. She witnessed not just physically, but as intended before the elections, what should have transpired, the training that should have been given to people, the voter registers that should have been, the numbers of people who had registered to vote. She then would be able to compare what the results were, what the numbers are, and truly what the outcome should have been. As you all know, Museveni had his doctored results already before Uganda even went to the polls. So what they truly did was to invert Kyagulanyi results, give them to Museveni, the dictator, and then have Museveni's results given to Bobi Wine. So because Sarah is a pivotal factor in the election, because she has background knowledge of the numbers, okay, and how things would have had to happen for an effective and fair election to occur. Museveni decided that it would be better to take her out than to leave her to be free and speak out while the elections were going on. So a blessing in disguise. It's sad what happened to her, but in any case, she is the actual experience that needs to be told to, or testimony to be given to the EU Parliament. So thank you so much, Dr. Sarete. Among the outcomes of the election is of the EU Parliament involvement today with the matters that affect Uganda is they are requesting the Magnitsky Human Rights Act of Accountability that was enacted in 2016. This is now affecting, it's now a blanket network for the rest of the world. It's no longer only about certain parts of the world. Even though the Magnitsky Act came from Russia, and a lawyer who was called, let me get you his name. It was enacted on behalf of Sergio Magnitsky, who was a tax lawyer in Russia, who ended up being killed in a Russian prison in Moscow. So because of what happened and how effective this law happened to be useful for the purpose of catching or restraining perpetrators from continuing to perform atrocities, it has been adopted globally. So the Magnitsky Act is now a global act or law that affects accountability of gross human rights all over the world. So let's say for Ugandans, obviously the people working for Museveni, the policemen, the military people, the SFCs, people in government like Honorable Minister Okello Oryem, who comes out and very boastfully, big-chested says, well, we're not going to take this or that. We're going to incriminate Bobi Wine. We're going to label him a terrorist. We're going to charge him with treason. All of the people who are caught on video beating or torturing a lot of the National Unity Platform supporters, people beating people, even judges who made judgment wrongfully.